Then with SuperPumped podcast, what kind of return are you getting on your abundance? Or maybe I should say, what kind of return are you getting on your possessions? Most of us here at the end of the year, we get these statements, and you might get them electronically or you might get them old school in the old US mail, but they come and they show you a breakdown of all your investments and what kind of return you had on those. Here's a couple of different ones that we had. But today I want to talk about something more tangible than money that's held by some other organization. I want to talk about what kind of return you're getting on the things you invest your money in your life. Most people, if you look around here in my neighborhood, you see two things. You see houses and you see cars. Pretty simple, right? These are the two primary investments of any person. And it doesn't matter whether you buy or lease your car, or whether you are a renter like this building over here full of apartments, or whether you own the house like most of these. The reality is you are putting your hard-earned money into that. For example, on our particular house, we have this beautiful wraparound porch. We have a table with chairs that you can eat there. We've got a swing where you can, sit out here, and it's spectacular in the summer. It's not so great this time of year because it's a little chilly, but you can swing. And then we've got a spot here where we can just sit and chat with friends or neighbors, that kind of thing. And so the question becomes, as you think about your investment in your house, if all you do is pay your car payment, pay your mortgage, or pay your rent, what kind of return is that? But if you take those things, like this car can just transport you to and from work every day, and that's it. Or you could jump in this car and go to Chicago and be on Magnificent Mile, or you could go catch a ball game in Indy, or you could drive over and visit with friends, or you could explore an incredible hike. So this car can either transport you to things that return on that investment, or it can just be kind of drudgery, another bill. Same with your house. You can have these great porch parties out here where neighbors come and gather around, or just something that you have to maintain and invest in. Come on around, and my wife's going to kill me for this, but I want to show you in our back of our porch kind of something that will maybe bring this home for you. We built this massive outdoor entertainment barn right here. The vision was that with this, we were going to be able to invite all kinds of friends and family and neighbors to come over here and enjoy the outside, right? Put a lot of work into this, a lot of investment in this. This is where my wife's not going to be too happy. This is what it looks like today. It is a mess. And come on in, and I want to show you some things. When you think about abundance in the investment, look at all this junk. This is all stuff we spent money on. Landscaping to beautify our thing. We had this, which looks like a beautiful shift robe at one time, but we were planning to get rid of it. And we've got an L screen for baseball over here. We've got an old dryer drum. We've got a cat carrier. This theoretically is a beautiful space when it's cleaned up and good. But right now it's overrun with junk. There's so much junk back here, you can't even play cornhole. Look, here's all the bean bags. Here's the cornhole boards, but they're just laid up like that. As you come along here, you see there's a toboggan here. Obviously not in use because there's no snow today. That's not in use. Then you've got a bike. I don't know if we rode this bike more than once or twice last year. One was just for a promo video. Here's golf clubs that I barely used last year. And so the question becomes, as we launch into this new year, here's a barbecue. All of us have things we've invested in. This is a particular fire pit. We've got a beautiful backyard. But are these investments that we've made, this abundance, these possessions that we have, are they bringing us joy? Are they enhancing our life? Are they increasing our quality of life? Or are they just taking up space? Because right now, all of these things, if you look around, it is such a mess out here. All of these things are weighing us down. Because right now, the way this looks, I would be embarrassed to host a party. I've heard many of my wife's friends, they'll say, oh, we'd love to have people over, but we've just got so much junk in our house. And you think, okay, the things that we're buying to make us happy are actually inhibiting our happiness. As I think about this, I've got, the old fishing cooler and the drink cooler, and those could be used for an incredible day. Jump in the car, go to the lake, do some fishing with friends. But right now, they're just taking up space. My final thing for you today, as you think about the return on investment, the return on your abundance, is use it or lose it. If you can, use it this year. But if you can't, if you're not going to use this cool yellow bike or these nifty old retro golf clubs or this toboggan, give them away. Share that with somebody else. Let them use them. Let them have that high return on this investment. Think about your possessions. Think about whether they're enhancing your life. Think about whether they're making your life more super pumped or weighing you down. Thanks for joining me today. And I'm going to go out there and see if I can hit a few balls. Hey! Thanks for joining me today on the Super Pumped Life podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, I have 2 really quick next steps for you. First, subscribe or follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube so you don't miss future shows. Second, jump on over to SuperPumped.com where there are all kinds of great tips and tools for you to launch your Super Pumped life. Keep well, and I'll see you next time.